but I wonder who has more social media shares right now, if it's Hillary or Bernie.
Well,
I thought
Bernie
it was
does.
Bernie, but
Bernie does,
Who
yeah.
tracks that?
Yeah, Bernie does considerably, but it's the same battle online for revenue. Any revenue from live or repeat media on YouTube and similar, the proceeds are minimal. We're talking about fractions of a penny. Um,
So John, did you send that link, John? Oh, okay. Here, I'll look.
Ryan, there's a site called Topsy.com too that you can use. It does Twitter, but you can tell, like, you put in hashtags and
it's
it'll
there,
graph
John.
it out.
Topsy.com. You know, I've actually heard of that before.
Oh, live now. I see live now on my PS3. How exciting! Oh wow, look, there's my picture.
Are we up there?
Yep.
Live now. There's a site
Ho-ho!
called Topsy.com too that you can use.
You hear that in the background, kids? That's the
Yeah.
live feed.
Tell, like, put in hashtags.
Woohoo!
It'll graph it out.
Hello,
Yes.
Internet.
We're taking over the world.
Game is frozen though.
Am I frozen?
On
Oh,
the
no.
on
Oh,
the
is it because I'm moving around?
no,
Oh no, it's not frozen. I'm watching the TV in that shot.
that's what it is.
If I'm looking to the left, I'm watching
Yeah.
the big screen because I'm enthralled.
Yeah.
Ryan, tilt down on your camera. Too much chin.
Too much chin?
Okay, not enough chin, rather. Too much headroom. Oh yeah, it's about definitely, I'd say, 30 to 60-second delay. It's great. Looks great. It looks
That's
awesome.
fine. Do we have any viewers?
Oh, let's see. I don't know. I
Probably
can't tell.
three.
I'm on big screen.
That's great,
Yay!
viewer.
There's Janine. There's a tweet. That's awesome. There's me drinking my water. Quote water. I'm watching the TV in that shot.
That's what it is.
If I'm looking to the left, I'm watching the big screen.
So
I
weird
can't
to hear
tell.
that.
Ryan, tilt down on your camera. Too much chin. Okay, all right. I'm gonna turn. I'll mute it. Hang on.
All right, I'm gonna give you a comment to comment on.
That looks great. That looks awesome. That really looks good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring up the.
Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if I want to read it, oh, there you go. I can do that, or I can do that.
Okay. What does that say?
You got your graphics and everything ready to go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Right. Cool. Got it. And right. Well, that would be if I don't know about you, Ryan, but if it would be great to have one of the things we were able to look at the live feed, what's actually going out.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a light on a camera to tell us what's on and da 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 da. So to see that preview maybe or the program feed in one of the windows, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. No, I see that. I'm saying, you were throwing up different windows of what you could do, but that I vote for that for sure. Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. So I think that obviously a live one, obviously, and then the and then maybe the feed. I don't know. Were you just pulling from different feeds there, or do you have one master feed that pulls that in?
Right now, we've got just a couple of hashtags in there right now. Feel the Burn and I think Bernie 2016.
But
But this is
that's an
all
aggregator of all of those whatever hashtags you want to monitor. That kind of pulls them in
right now. They're
from
just
different
coming from
sources.
Google Plus.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because if it's an event, we can pull in more sources like from
Right.
YouTube and Twitter
Right.
and things like that. But for now, because it's not an event,
Hmm.
we have access to Google. But there's still a lot of stuff, a lot of comments being made in Google. They're just not
Yeah.
as frequent as they will be in the chat room.
Well, that in a Slack box would be good for me because you know I guess that allows you to monitor the stuff going on, and I can put up my live production here on another um, display. But the problem is that then I'm gonna have to look at wherever that's at in the room.
Well, like for instance, Janine, you could put in, hashtag BernieCast or at BernieCast, and then anybody that mentions that in Twitter or whatever, that would come through your feed, right?
Well, yeah. There's also what John does. What do you use, Rebel Mouse for that, John? Where you can enter in hashtags.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I think, calls to action, whether it's definitely driving people to the most, the best way they could communicate with us, as well as promoting the station, and Bernie fundraising, of course, and Bernie events, pushing that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Could you put BernieCast.com every once in a while up there while my show's going so that they can find the backlog of episodes?
Yeah, I would say whatever links we want to include to promote the shows. I think that's part of our sort of our stream. Yeah, and we call it, that you got to call it out occasionally, and then when you call it out, John will hear it, and then you can put it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Be sure to check my website, blah blah blah, and then boom, John's gonna hear that. So cool, sweet. This is great. This is awesome, you guys. Too bad we're not making money, but it actually, it feels better. It actually feels better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Spielberg didn't do Schindler's List first, It was, but yep. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Social engagement, and everybody. It's all about the conversation. It's nobody's egos out. Leave the egos at the door, as they say, and let's talk about Bernie. You know. Hmm. Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
I'm pu- I'm pushing the show as be a part of the conversation. Get in, jump in. Live. Be
Is there
call in Twitter, be live video, get involved.
is there any way we can get a human readable link to where someone who wants to chat with us on YouTube, we can just point them at that real quick. I assume that if they're already watching it, they're on YouTube. But whenever we are done, and you send me that video file, A, I'm going to put it up on my YouTube channel as well. B, I'm going to also take the audio and put it into the podcast. And so if we can, I don't know if your channel, if YouTube generates any kind of like easy to plug type of link to where I could just say youtube.com/Bernie2006TV. I haven't tried that, but
So I'll take a walk. I realized my phone is dead, so I'm gonna let it charge for a little bit before I go out.
is it read? Can you actually read it? Is it?
Yeah, it's gobbledygook. Can't actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it goes there automatically. Oh, it just shows up and says live, but it's not. They have to click on it, right? It's not like if they just. In other words, if I put a link in my show that says join us right now, the only link I can put in there is the home page on YouTube, and then they have to click on the live event, right? No?
You can take the live broadcast link.
You take the live broadcast link, create a hyperlink in your Twitter feed or whatever, however you're going to get it out there, and say, come on, watch us live right now, and that link will take them directly to the live broadcast.
All right, I can clarify this real fast. The live event has its own YouTube page, just like any other YouTube video you watch. You can share that address, the URL for that YouTube page, anywhere on the internet. So as
include it in a hyperlink so that it's not just gobbledygook. You can just like put it on your page. It says, live right now. Click, boom. There you go.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. But it's the same URL like any other YouTube video up at the top of the screen. Ryan, I want to mention while I'm thinking about it, you mentioned the reproduction on your own YouTube channel and getting a link to, the proper page that you want to send people to. On YouTube, you can add fly-up comments in the YouTube video editor. After you upload it, you can add comments at a specific time as a pop-up on the video. You can do multiple, point them in any direction.
What I was talking about was something like a subdomain or bernie2016tv.com/ whatever, so that I could just say that, because the more people I'm thinking about more are the people who listen to the podcast, which are quite a few folks, and I just want to be able to say something that kind of real quick rolls off the tongue, that they can actually just type in as a URL. And I think that that we should look at, maybe setting up a subdomain that just redirects there.
Absolutely. Google, yeah, I totally agree, and we want to do that. The great thing is that Google has already indexed the majority of our media on our channel. So if you tell someone to search Google or YouTube for Bernie 2016 TV, we are the first result.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do, But I think that's great. I think that that's really good. Should I adjust where I'm at? Because I see on the feed next to me that it cuts off my chin, like you were talking about. Yeah.
I'm a narcissist, so I keep watching what's going out live and adjusting myself.
Yeah, that was me,
Stay in the box. Get in the box, people. Stays in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock it so you don't move.
Yeah.
Back and forth. You don't like that, huh? Okay.
And turn off your cell phones as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Turn on no notifications. I learned that from BernieCast. So I'm also going to try to use my hands a little bit in this one, because it was awkward whenever I watched myself record the first BernieCast video version, because I was like Ricky Bobby. It's like, what do I do with my hands?
Channel Bernie. Channel Bernie. He always does this.
Yeah, I know. He's like, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I can't do the Brooklyn accent. There you go.
In my view.
In my view, it sounded the same since 1988.
There you go. That's really good.
Thanks.
I was bothering my wife
on it.
really bad trying to work on mine, and she was like, "No, you're just not gonna get it." And I'm like, "No, I'll get it."
It's the Brooklyn Jew. It's a Brooklyn Jew. It's really not that hard.
Whenever Bernie makes a final, no. Oh, I was saying, whenever Bernie makes a final point, he motions with one finger across the entire audience and points to the door.
Finger
really?
waggle.
Yeah.
That's all, everybody. There's the door.
No, making a point on, like when he makes a point on campaign contributions or something, when he drives it home, he pushes it out the door on the way.
That's good, Richard.
What's the other thing he says? When it comes down to, what is that phrase he uses all the time? Enough is enough is one of them, and
let me
there's
be
another
as
one
clear as I I can be.
Let me be clear. Let me be
Let me
clear.
be as clear as I can be.
You guys sound like you're from Boston now.
Yeah, that's a little too much Boston. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
help me, Mr. Wizard. I don't want to be in this race anymore. Yeah, no, I mean, the video, I was going to bring it up. If you watched the video that somebody just posted about from 1988,
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
I shared that.
amazing. It's amazing. The guy hasn't changed in, like, I mean, politically anyway. I mean, he's gotten older, but his hair certainly hasn't gotten any less crazy. And
He's lost.
it's an amazing speech. And I love how they're cutting back and forth to everybody sitting in the room. The media is like, oh, it's Bernie. It's like the same way they're treating him now. They've been treating him the same forever, you know.
So that's something that I really want to talk about tomorrow with you is I've been really depressed because I've been tuning in to CNN and NBC the past couple of days, and not only that, but even in the car, it's just like this Beltway establishment media that just does not get it. They're like, he doesn't stand a chance, even though he's polling great now. You know, it's like they say something really positive, and then they're like, but he still doesn't stand a chance. Like, what are you basing that on now? You know?
Yeah,
Because
well, you know,
they're
there's a long
owned by
history.
corporations.
Yeah.
That
But it's just, I'm
And
giving you a
there's
prime.
a long history. There's a long history of you know, of these insurgent candidates. I mean, Ron Paul had a lot of support. Howard Dean had a lot of support until he went whoa, 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 you know, and then they threw him out. But I mean,
that situation will only get worse.
That's why he lost. He got,
That
you
is
know, he was
not really
excited
a
at a
debate
rally,
anymore.
and the
that we
media
have
just
a
replayed that
major
and
political
replayed that and
party
replayed that.
is
You
rejecting
know,
that
so
is
and that's been the history. You know, these pundits, they laugh. It's like, oh yes, but Bernie Sanders, and they go, we've seen this before, and they have. But you know,
Now
Ron
they're
Paul
comparing them to
is
Trump.
nuts.
My
So-
understanding is that Bernie's current trajectory is very similar to
In my
Barack
state of
Obama's
Vermont
in terms of
and
being
in New
tiring
England
to the
have
presidency.
That's the way it's got to be
increased at least
framed. That's the way it's got to be framed. The same
And
way.
don't forget, Barack has been to Vermont and has assisted in Bernie's reelection campaigns up there.
Did you see the video from 2006?
I have
That
seen the
sounds-
video.
Shared it.
That sounds like a great campaign video to me.
Oh, it's awesome. It's like, and Barack is channeling Bernie in that. It's like they must have had a conversation, and because his message was Bernie's message. So
Yeah.
everything that people knock Bernie on right now, you can hear Barack Obama saying the same thing.
That sounds like a great mashup, actually. To
I'm-
take
I'll
those two
get-
and cut them together, you know.
I'll get
I'll
it right
find.
now.
I'll
I
see if
think
I can
that's
find
something
that video.
we should consider grabbing for tomorrow because that's
just in the last 30 years. By 2100, New England could be as much as 10 degrees hotter. That is extraordinary. The debate that we